Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Waystone Games Tuesday, developer playtest. Really, we're still doing the developer playtest thing on every Tuesday right now. So, my name's Andy Belford. I am the community manager here at Waystone Games, and of course, to my left, behind me, the never forgettable, always impressionable Brad Pluto Ramey.
It's the red hair, isn't it?
It is.
I have this epic curl going on.
You do. It's rather. I mean, not as epic as the Scott Moore swoop. No. But nothing's quite as epic as the Scott Moore swoop, though.
Yeah. When my hair starts doing this, it's haircut time.
It is hair. Is that haircut time?
Yeah. Okay. Like this little swoop is haircut time.
What happened? Are you guys gonna get a haircut together? Haircut buddies?
Yeah.
So what happens when they cut your hair off? Does it like catch fire?
It just dissolves before it hits the ground.
It's like the flash powder.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that. Yeah. One of those. You know those firework things like that you throw at the ground really hard.
Yeah, the snap pops.
Snap pops.
Snap pops. Oh my God, I feel so old.
Exactly what.
Evidently, the mic volume is way too high. Of course, this thing does.
It's been a while since we streamed on this setup.
It has been a while. I'm not sure why
it's being blasted.
It's being blasted. Hold on a second there, guys. Sorry about that. Levels. Why is it at 100? Oh, you should be at like 45. There we go. Much better. Much better. Yeah, it does that. It does that for some reason. Like it'll reset from time to time, and I don't know why. Yeah, very strange.
Maybe it's no, I don't know.
It could be.
I was gonna make a guess, but then I decided not to.
It could be when XSplit does a reset or something like that. So it looks as though we are all ready to go here in this game. So I'm actually gonna be playing some Salous. I'm excited about that.
And not only Salous, but Kindly Death.
Kindly Death.
It's so. I love it. I love the name of this skin. I think it's fantastic. And that little piece, that little like letter that Chris Latois wrote to go with it is fantastic.
Well, I feel very zen because I'm going to be playing some Salous. So I'm having some ginger lemon green tea right now, so I can enhance my calm.
I'm having water.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and we're going to get started with our developer playtest here. I'm pretty sure there's nothing that I can't show you guys.
Not in Spanish today, Hesto. No, I'm sorry.
No Spanish. Alrighty. So I'm gonna insta-lock that.
I wouldn't say that was a one-time thing, but it's definitely something that we will do once, maybe a month, hopefully.
I'm looking at once or twice a month right now. We have to see and make sure that we're not like putting too much of a demand on Jesus and Martin because
they have work to do.
This is not actually their job, doing the community, like the playing for the community and stuff, not actually their job. So they were doing something a little extra.
Really nice of them to do. I remember watching it. It turned out really well. Jesus played a damn good Petrus, I know, in the first game. I think he may have played Petrus twice, but I couldn't understand it. I don't speak Spanish, but Martin seemed to be communicating very well, and
yeah, Martin did outstanding. I was really happy with all that turned out.
First time he's been on stream in his native tongue, and he did a fantastic job.
Yeah. Yep. Well, first time he's been on stream at all, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I got some weird sound stuff going on here. Alrighty, guys.
I do have new batteries if we need. Actually, I meant to tell you, we're like almost out of AAA batteries.
Are we? We should.
This splitter just eats them.
It does eat them. For breakfast. So I'm going to go ahead and finalize that. Let me get that new skin. Look at that glow.
Yeah, I love it.
And since Salous is from the East,
you got to go with the Eastern Harmony.
I have to go with the Eastern Harmony. So yes.
You know, that is a thing in the back of my mind, but sometimes I like doing the opposite. Like, variants from the West, I'm going to use the Eastern Harmony just as a little poke to all those lore lovers out there, you know? But no, you're doing the compliment rather than the antithesis. I like it.
Michaela is going with... Okay. I saw Michaela, and I immediately looked at Fallen, at Corey, and I'm like, wait a minute, no. It's backwards.
Michaela is playing Zeri.
That is right, so...
I don't see her play Michaela a lot, to be honest.
Yes. So, Pluto, is this week going to be the English version of the weekly thing? Yeah, we're gonna be doing English tomorrow. Not quite sure what we're going to be covering tomorrow, but we'll see.
We usually figure it out, like, late Tuesday night.
Yeah, I've been meaning to bring Gasty on for, like, the last several weeks, so maybe...
He hasn't been on since the Map V2 Item Palooza, right?
He hasn't, no.
It would be good to do a post-mortem, I think. For that.
It would. Do a nice little post-mortem with the community.
Oh, man, this skin rocks. Give it a zoom in.
Give it a zoom in? I am... Hold on.
Hurriedly rushing towards your buff, I understand.
Yes.
So once you get into a place where you can zoom in.
Yeah, I'm more interested in being a good Salous first than anything.
More important than the skin, of course. But again, if you guys have any questions, put a Q in chat with a colon followed by your question, and we will answer to the best of our abilities.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take W first. Oh, generally speaking, I just like to take W first.
It's good for early clear.
It is. I don't think he got his ward down there. It didn't look like it. Let's see. Weaver is playing Petrus.
Oh, look at this Metal Gear Solid warding right now.
Okay, hold on.
Wow, they have no idea, I don't think.
Let's see.
Minions have spawned.
Are you going to just try to sit there and vanquish it?
I'm going to try. I'm going to try for the steal.
Oh my god. This is Metal Gear Solid right here.
Let's see if they are aware.
Everyone be quiet. Everyone shh.
I don't know if they're aware or not.
I don't think they are.
There's a lot of
it spawns at 130 now. That is important to note.
It is, yes. So my Vank does 330 damage.
Oh my god, I'm on the edge of my seat.
All right. This is good.
Oh, vanquish. I would start walking.
Right. I'm watching the health. Now. Oh, damn it. Shoot.
Waited far too long.
He knew, yeah.
Now you're behind. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Oh god, if he comes to your power buff now, you are going to be so screwed.
Need help. Oh god. Yeah, my team needs to help me.
The best laid plans.
It's unfortunate. Like, I wanted to do that.
Well, at least they're coming to help you. You know, it's actually really important to note, is Fallen playing a Gladiator?
He is.
Technician? With the new Gladiator changes, he can afford to do this.
Yeah.
He misses a little CS, little experience, but still, he's not missing out on the stacks. And that's really important to note, because old Gladiator would not have been able
sure why we did this.
to help you. So, really nice.
Yeah, old Gladiator would definitely have been kind of, if he had done that, he would have been way too far behind and would have had a hard time catching up. So now, I love the way that we changed Gladiator. Actually, I've been playing Gladiator again recently, so...
Sorry, I was fully invested in his Invade. I haven't looked at the questions yet. Will you tell Gasty and waste some dibs? I'm tired of carrying them. I will relay your message, Dante. How much do the devs lift on a regular basis? Actually, Andy is about to start that Get Swole program. Scott Zyril has.
I'm not gonna like talk about the name of it.
It's called hashtag Get Swole.
Oh god, get him! Get him!
And he's doing it. So Scott Moore and Andy are going to be workout bros from now on. So you may see a drastic change in Andy's physique. He may start just curling dumbbells in front of the stream, like while he's going back and stuff. He may start bench pressing. I don't know what's going to happen. But
it's ugly.
It's going to be great.
Weaver played a dirty trick. He went straight to that.
He went straight to your armor?
He went straight to my armor, and unfortunately, I'm not really in any position to contest his. And I'm probably going to have to do an early B, unfortunately, too, which is not what I wanted to do.
Are there any plans in the works to address the way assists are calculated? I'm going to defer to Gasty on that question. Hopefully we can have him on the stream soon so he can talk about the changes to buffs, experience, the change to kills, assists, all that kind of stuff. So any kind of designy question like that, if you can hold on to it until Gasty comes, he will be able to answer much more thoughtfully than I can, myself or Andy.
All right, so I am behind right now. Unfortunately, he went straight for my armor. My team wasn't really able to react quickly enough, and that put us behind a little bit. They are playing way far forward. Man, I wish I had gone B. I'm gonna work my way bottom. I'm just gonna kill some small camps real quick here.
Are you satisfied with the current solution for Bruisergate and the changes you did to Hope and Form, etc.? Same thing, Sinspitter. We'll wait till Gasty gets on, and he will talk all about that, because he's the one that actually tweaks the numbers and puts them into spreadsheets and makes sure and looks at the data and makes sure it's okay.
Anecdotally, we can say that the community seems to be in a happier place since the changes. I mean, obviously, when it comes to game balance, you're never done.
Yeah, and it goes to show. I mean, we're always listening to you guys. We may not do every single thing that you say, but when there's an outcry such as that, I was happy with the response that the entire engineering team and Gasty and stuff did to make those changes. They saw how it was affecting the game, and they went forward with it. That was about as best of a response as you could possibly get.
I feel like they have that warded up there.
Probably.
Unfortunate.
I missed why the map was changed. Can anyone bring me up to speed? So why, there's a few reasons. There's actually a post that I will go find on the forums for you. real quickly. But, you know, a few of the changes that, obviously visually, this kind of Ugger side of the camp, I love how it looks. It's like this, it's like a mesa. It's pretty much Arizona or New Mexico. But it looks really beautiful. The well on this side looks exceptionally beautiful. And, you know, we're working on arting up the rest of the map to bring it all up to that same bar, of course. As far as like pathing is concerned, it's very different. As you can see, Andy is ganking the bot lane, which is, what do we consider that? Kind of the more unsafe lane because
it's a little more dangerous. Yeah, I'm having a really rough time right now. Actually, I need to start working my way back top so I can get there in time for my buff.
Some of the other changes you may see are let me find this post for you. But some of the other changes you may see are there's no more Striders in the waves just naturally. You have to kill the parasite now to spawn Striders, and depending on the evolution of the parasite, that's how strong the Striders will be. So killing the parasite, it has a 5-minute respawn timer, and it spawns Striders at every evolution for 4 minutes in every wave. So it helps you. It helps you not only push your advantage to win, but it can also be a really great comeback mechanic. I've seen games that were kind of snowballing out of control for Team A and they were winning, and then Team B has gotten a really sick parasite steal, and they may not have been able to win off of that parasite steal, but it gives you that breathing room because now you're spawning Striders, they don't have any Striders, you can farm, you can take your buffs back, you can kind of get map control back, you can get your feet back under you and maybe make that comeback. So really, really awesome mechanic in my book that it deals with snowballing a little bit in the fact that the opportunity for a comeback is kind of tied to the parasite, but Gasty definitely wanted to make it so that if you're winning, you do have a chance to win and close out the game. You don't get into this long kind of turtle gate that was a big problem in map v1. In addition to solving the turtle gate problem, the Guardian has been retuned so that all of his abilities, even his auto attacks, are now skill shots. So you can effectively kill the Guardian without having a creep wave there, which is really important to note. The fight has been restructured such that the Guardian now has 5 cores around him, and each core powers one of his key abilities. And once you take down a core, he no longer has that ability until the core respawns in 6 minutes. So, you know, what that's doing is the Guardian is very powerful when you first come up to him, but as your team starts pressing their advantage and taking down core after core after core, he becomes less and less powerful, and he's also invulnerable until all of the cores are destroyed. But yeah, that definitely makes it, in the old map, the problem was, let's say you're pushing to your base, they have all your bindings down, they have tier 3 Striders. If you win a team fight somehow, kind of luckily, or by making a really, really nice play or really, really nice pick, you couldn't push back and even the odds because those tier 3 Striders were just way too strong. To make a push that effectively evens out the lanes, you would have to take down 3 bindings in a row before they respawn, and that was really, really hard to do. So now, even if they have Parasite and they are pushing onto you with Striders, the fact that you can win that miraculous... Wow, nice button. The fact that you can win that miraculous team fight and push into the Guardian without taking any damage from the Guardian, if your team is able to dodge all the skill shots, is really, really awesome and really, really important to note. Let me go ahead and find that post, because I know I'm just talking maybe craziness for you, but the post should help you out a lot. One sec.
Your binding is under attack.
But the post pretty much will reiterate everything I just said.
Yeah, he is way ahead of me right now.
There you go.
I am really, really not in a good position at the moment. He's at level 8, I am level 6, and I need to farm.
Can you force a Blue Muzzy to give you a sticker? I cannot, Dante. I think he's been doing those with like contests and giveaways and stuff, so you gotta win. You gotta win fair and square, sir.
Yep. So I just suggested to my team that we do a lane swap. Bot lane is really pushing very hard right now. And kind of having their way. Casey is, unfortunately, has my jungle kind of unlocked.
There we go.
Right now. Oh, were you on the wrong mic?
I was on the wrong mic.
Okay.
Thank you, Blue Muzzy. You made me realize that. So these Astro headsets have a lapel mic down here, and you can switch between them. And apparently, I've been on the wrong mic the whole time. Hopefully, you guys heard my tangent, my long explanation of Map V2. Sorry about that, guys. Rookie mistake, I know. Okay, you're good.
Jeez.
Good Zeri ult, though.
Good Zeri ult, man, but jeez. I actually, so here's the thing. Like, I honestly would have put Reyna with the Zalgus in this case. I realize the magic shred from Zeri's Q is pretty huge, but at the same time, I don't know. The Zalgus needs more protection. You know. I think I'm pretty.
There is no longer the chance to get 30 Vim. There is still, right? Hunter wasn't changed in that respect, I don't think. Oh,
this is bad. This is bad. This is very, very bad.
Oh, he didn't get the slow. Okay.
No, he got it.
I think Hunter still has the chance to gain bonus Vim, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That was never changed. When will Dongate get out of beta? You know, Loveinator, it's when it's ready. You know, we're taking things one step at a time. We don't want to put the cart before the horse and be like, full release. There are features that we think need to be implemented before we move on, and it's just a matter of time before those are implemented and we move on to the next phase of testing. So we appreciate you guys for sticking around. Appreciate your patience. If you do have any desire to play the game and you don't already have a key, or you have friends that you want to play with that don't have keys, pass them over the Twitch 2 DG key, and they can get instant access to the beta when they register at dawngate.com, and you guys can all play together. It's a pretty small file download. It's less than a gigabyte. You could be playing within the next 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah. Dante popping my W there wouldn't have done anything. Like, I mean, I might have gotten a couple things off, but I was dead to rights in that situation right there. My team didn't collapse on that, or didn't come to help. They shouldn't have either. They needed to push the lane out. So.
Best outlook I've heard coming out of beta. Wolf Sinus, you know, we appreciate that. We just want to make a damn good game, a nice contribution to the genre, and we hope that people recognize that and people will enjoy Dawngate and play the hell out of it. That's all I want to do. We're not rushing to release by any means. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Will there be a feature that allows you to search in-game shop via typing? Raijin? Something. I hope so. That would be really nice. You know, I think our shop itself, it does well by the kind of simplicity and the tier system. Like when you click on an item, it shows you the tiers and stuff. I think that's really nice. I'm sure it could do with a search function, and I'm sure that's something that the UI team and whatnot is more than likely aware of. I'm almost positive they are.
An enemy has been slain.
Will there be a punishment for people that leave just because they are doing bad? A leaver can really screw you over. So Raiksu, you can report them in the post-game lobby by right-clicking their name and hit report. Additionally, they forfeit their blessings, so they do not get that post-game reward. So, like, you know, people talk about the blessing system all the time. They say, oh, sometimes I lose and get a divine, sometimes I win and get, you know, a common. We don't want them to have the chance of getting anything, because that just sucks. That's BM, you know, to leave if you're doing bad and still potentially get a divine. That's terrible. So not only do we have an AFK detector now, as of like I think a patch or two ago, you'll get booted after 3 to 5 minutes of inactivity. I think it might be 5 minutes, and you will forfeit your blessing at the end of the game. Same goes for leavers. If you leave a match, you won't get the blessing at the end of the game. And then please report them.
Yes, please report.
That's the best contribution you can make against the leaving effort.
All right, so I'm having a little bit of a rough time right now. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a freedom just because the CC does hurt a lot. Let me finish healing up here.
Not sure if answered, but how many shapers are planned? So serial killer 195. As many as we can make. As many as the design team is comfortable kind of making and stuff. We have plenty of shapers in development. You know, a lot of people come out and, you know, we'll just answer this overarching question, because I know people are going to ask, what about hooks? What about stealth? What about all this? No mechanic is off limits. If the design team decides that it's a usable mechanic and they can do it within Dawngate and make it work, then they will 100% do it. There's no mechanic that I know of, at least, that they've ever said is off limits. They've never been like, there will never be a stealth in Dawngate. There's many things that have to happen before I think stealth comes to Dawngate. Same with a hook, same with, you know, multiple unit control, all that kind of stuff. So just give it time. Shapers of all shapes, sizes, mechanics, kits will come out eventually, and hopefully the game will be better because of it, because the design team does put that kind of thought and that kind of effort into making each mechanic unique to Dawngate. They're not just going to copy pasta something and put it into Dawngate for the sake of having it. They're going to say, how can we put this in the Dawngate world while still making it feel like a sweet new Dawngate mechanic?
Your spirit well is under attack.
All right, so have you seen Petrus? Is he up there?
What are your plans for nerfing I am Downsy? I don't know. Downsy's a beast. He's apparently the best dibs and best
Variant in the world.
Yeah. What a god.
What a god indeed. All right, well.
Can you get rid of the random points at the end of the match? It's really frustrating to get a good match and roll 20 points. Understandable, Relicu ABC 13. You know, you have those experiences sometimes where you have an incredible game and you go 20-0 and you carry your team to victory, and then you roll a 10 and you're like, man, this really sucks. As far as future plans for that and changes, definitely a design question, definitely a Gasty question that I will defer to him, because I don't want to speak on it and be wrong and have you guys disappointed and be like, but Pluto said this, you know? That would be very sad. Nice cue.
That was a gimme.
Don't let them take that spear well without a fight.
Yeah, there's one of them. Oh, this is bad.
You can still take your second spell if you need.
I know, I'm trying.
Oh, frick. Wow, that four-man chain, though. It's pretty good. Too bad he couldn't follow up on it.
Yeah.
Nasty question.
He's got it. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Have you received any complaints about balance of any certain shaper? You know, of course, there are going to be people that see X shaper as OP when hell maybe they may not be. And you know, while Gas and the design team do listen to those rants and whatnot on Reddit,
we're not going to call them rants. They're not rants. They are
posts on Reddit.
It is feedback. You know, we see them all the time. We see people talking about certain shapers being OP, things like that. For example, the Bruisergate stuff is definitely, you know, some feedback that we got. We've been getting, and we're watching it very closely. Kind of, Gasty's doing his adjustments and his tweaking. At the same time, though, like we see them, I think about all the shapers at any
exactly.
time.
So Gasty does a lot of his balancing and tuning based on objective data rather than subjective kind of thought.
Yeah.
Because while one shaper may be OP at one MMR bracket, and really underwhelming at another MMR bracket. So he looks at overall data and telemetry to make decisions on whether someone needs to get that Durf bat or not.
The good thing is that if everybody is saying that every shaper is OP, then
that seems good to me.
It's actually a pretty good balance point.
Yeah.
You'll notice that, and it's just kind of subjective from, you know, having worked in player versus player games and seeing how people react and people give feedback. So.
You know, kind of to answer that, I feel like we just kind of answered that question. Worst supporter? Do you balance to the beginner level play or the higher level play? We balance at all you know skill levels pretty much based on pure objective data.
Yeah. But that being said, you know, we do pay attention to what the high level players have to say as well.
Of course.
Especially considering a lot of the high level players have been in the beta for
a long time.
Yeah, since the beginning almost for most of them. So. You know, it's worth it for us to pay attention to what they had to say. So I'm going to grab some of these real quick here.
Is there any shaper in development that is from a region we don't know about yet lore-wise? I'm not sure.
I want to say...
I
don't think so.
I don't know.
A white stone.
I would say that's a Crystal Twa question, maybe.
I don't know if there's any, like, from a region we're not aware of or we haven't heard of yet.
I don't think so. Could be wrong then. Does the Vim lower every time a player dies? Feeders can be really a big problem sometimes. I'm almost positive yes. I'm pretty sure they are worth less and less Vim the more they die. And they also give less and less experience as well. So a level 10 killing a level 6 is going to get far less experience than a level 10 killing a level 9. And especially, the inverse is also true. A lower level getting a kill on a...
Oh, come on.
Failed to blink. A lower level getting a kill on a higher level player gives them much more experience than a lower level getting a kill on another lower level or just barely higher level. That was described in the patch notes, I believe, for patch 26.
Just too short. Just too short. Damn it. Under attack. Yeah, they must have that worded right there.
Where are the Void / Outer World shapers? I don't think we have
this isn't League of Legends.
That's true. It's not League of Legends. Whether we have something of that similar nature, like kind of a Nether realm in the future, who knows?
That's up to Mr. Latois.
Christois says, region will always be north, south, east, or west for simplicity. There are many areas within those regions, of course. Okay, so there you go. So, you know, a shaper is always going to be from one of the cardinal directions, but they may be from this tiny specific town in the northeast that will, you know, be fleshed out more in detail with their lore and whatnot.
Having a little bit of a rough game.
This is probably an answer like when it's ready, but when are you guys planning on to release a new shaper? I refer back to your first sentence. When it's ready.
Yep.
Are wards going to become a purchasable consumable?
Oh god.
So Bleak Innovation, you know, who knows in the future? Possibly, maybe not. It's definitely up to the design team and up to Gasty how they want to implement vision and counter vision and stuff like that, because it's something that, you know, kind of needs to happen, especially. It's the groundwork of, I would say, like maybe a stealth mechanic in the future. Like, you have to be able to see invisible units, so we need something to be able to see invisible units. Whether that's a brand new vision system or maybe Flask of Foresight gives you something like that, I don't know. It's completely up in the air, and it's up to Gasty and the design team to make something that works correctly in Dawngate. They're not just gonna copy pasta, you know, another MOBA's vision system like Dota 2 or League of Legends or something like that.
Your binding is under attack.
Neko, I'm not going to catch up to him either. No.
So where's the heart of the world located? Isn't it some kind of its own region as well? I don't know.
It's basically in the center.
Literally
of the
in the center? I think it's literally the heart.
I believe so.
Chris can mention specifically, but I think it's the epicenter of the entire world. This sure is a rough game. It is a rough game indeed. It is indeed a rough game.
Yeah, Salous is very good at getting in, not very good at getting out. This is very true.
Will there be a clan system or rank system in the near future? Rank system, yes, 100%. We would love to have some kind of a ranked queue and whatnot, ranked play for Dawngate. As far as the clan system is concerned, I think it's a cool idea. I love it. You know, we'll see if something like that ever comes to Dawngate in the future, though.
All right, let's see how foolish this is.
The most foolish?
It might be.
I'm scared for you. Oh, he has Zeri.
I got Zeri here. Okay.
They're taking that bot well.
That's good.
Your team has captured a spirit well.
Okay.
Your spirit
So I don't know how much I can farm and get caught up here. I don't know if it's possible. If we can turtle out, I might be able to do something, but I don't see it as being very likely.
Mike Yoger, how does matchmaking work? Is it based on wins or MMR or some other system?
I get that.
It's based on an MMR. You know, there are, of course, problems with matchmaking. It's not 100% perfect yet. And I really have enjoyed it, damn. I really have enjoyed, you know, RS Flux, Ryan Seif, one of our engineers, who, you know, works a lot, very, very, very closely with matchmaking. He's been pretty vocal about how it works and stuff. So if you look on Reddit for the user RS Flux, posting in the Dawngate subreddit, you'll see a lot of explanation, a lot of kind of high-level inside baseball or inside matchmaking stuff about why we do certain things the way we do, how the matchmaking works at certain MMRs, and you know, it's been really, really awesome to read those kind of posts because, heck, I don't know much about it. So hearing it from the person that helped create it is really, really awesome. Hey, how's it going? How long has this game been out? So we're currently in closed beta. We've been in closed beta since May of last year, so we're coming up on almost a year. It's been 10 months already.
Been quite a while.
10 months of closed beta. Dang.
So I have decided just to build tanky. It's going to be the most effective thing for me to do. Looks like
Seems good.
they just nope, they didn't word that, so that's okay. They are still out in lane, although they have 2 dead right now. Did they get that? I didn't see.
Is Ferris a hunter or gladiator? So, you know, that's a decent question, Lovinator. I will say Ferris, like most of the shapers in our game, is whatever you want him to be.
Yep.
You know, there are some shapers that will excel, you know, kind of empirically at certain roles, such as Volek. He has built-in life drain. He could absolutely tear through the jungle. Built-in life drain and built-in AoE. He's a great hunter. I've seen Volek played in lane, though, as a predator or a tactician, and when he blink chops you, man, it hurts. Same goes with, you know, Ferris, for example. You can play him as a hunter. He can last hit exceptionally well because his melee Q does damage based on the target's missing health. So he can execute those minions and keep and get that Glad Vim. He can use Tactician to get in and harass with his E and melee W or range W and get the Tactician bonus every, you know, few seconds. He can play Predator. He's a great assassin. He can clean up fights exceptionally well. And as a Predator, he can get those kills and assists, get the ball rolling, and do a damn good job at it. So I definitely think he is one of the most versatile shapers that we have in the game as far as like any role. Because, yeah, certainly you can play any shaper in any role, but Ferris is really good at just about everything. I'm very happy with that. Uh-oh. Blinky! Oh, the E didn't go off! You got this. You got this. Where you going, Minx? Where you going? Got her. Damn. You just killed my landlord.
Oh my god. Let's see if I can get them to chase me across the map here.
You just murdered my roommate. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Doing my best.
Will there ever be a blind monk added to Dawn Gate? That's very specific. I don't know.
That's very, very specific.
Will there ever be a blind monk named Lee Sin in Dawn Gate? Probably not.
We're going to have to say no.
I'm going to say just an emphatic no on that.
Yeah. If they come over here, all the way over here to me, I think they're not. I think they're at Parasite.
Will you guys host a 5-on-5 tournament in the near future? Would be so cool. Right now, the community is running some tournaments. We do have the Dawn Gate Stars League, I think, is picking back up this weekend, which should be a whole lot of fun. So if you have a team of 4 friends, yourself and 4 friends, oh god.
Oh, Slayer. God. Hello. No.
Oh my god, you got baited.
I didn't
so
get
hard.
I was trying to get my ult off, and for some reason, mashing my ult didn't work.
That's sad.
And I was going to try and get that stun. I wish... I wonder why these guys didn't push in when I came up behind like that. Anyways.
Damn.
Wonder, wonder, wonder.
What's in a Wonder Ball?
What's in a Wonder Ball?
God, those commercials were the worst.
They were pretty bad.
The best commercial of all time is Crossfire, though.
Is it now?
Crossfire! You get caught up in the crossfire. Crossfire! So good. I love the hell out of that commercial.
I'm probably
that game was terrible, though. That game was so bad.
It was so bad.
You guys are welcome, by the way.
So, wait, who got that? They got the Parasite, but we're pushing. Oh, goodness. Come on, team, we can do this.
Your team
Hey, Corey.
has captured a spirit.
What are your thoughts on the AD carry build that allows for hybrid damage? I feel it's really strong and can actually beat out the Bruiser Gate. I think it's awesome. I think it's great to have that kind of flexibility as far as builds is concerned. I personally, I build like dominance. I like finesse. I like resonance. It's a really good build, but I see other people doing like Fate, Vengeance, maybe a Ruin. Like, it's really great to see AD carries and all people in the game just building different things and able to thrive and do well. I think it's really, really nice.
Alright, let's see here.
Rain wins.
This guy's for the radio. Nice voices. Yep. Thank you, Hesta. We'll be here all day.
We do our best.
Yep.
Alright, so we're all collapsing on this. We may be able to do something here. Oh, hello, Sea Weaver run. Oh, the jukes.
He's gonna be like back in that brush. Oh no, there he is.
We think we got Weaver. He like dead to rights right here. Maybe.
Get
out! Run! Run! Good job.
You got the Finmore ulti out. Whoa! What is Zeri doing there? Whoa! Pocket Zeri. Oh, great Reyna ulti. Holy crap!
Whoa! Ow!
That Reyna ulti.
That was Minx.
Okay.
Minx was beating on me right there.
You guys couldn't get through their back line, but I gotta commend that Reyna ulti. That was a
good Reyna
ulti.
Unfortunately, that was a 1 for 3, so that didn't work out in our. The odds were not in our favor.
Nope. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Yeah, that was it.
That was a Hunger Games reference?
Hunger Games reference.
Got it.
Right. I hear the kids like that.
It's all the rage.
Yeah.
That's probably not something that you can take your kids to, huh? With all the child murder. Are they ready? Are 7-year-olds ready for Hunger Games?
I'm gonna have to say no.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Gonna have to say no. Come on, team, you can do it. I don't think our team can do it. Oh no, Corey. It was pretty unfortunate there.
Why Dawngate? Did I see potential? Yeah, I mean, I love the team at Dawngate. They are great people, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be a part of the team.
No.
And I couldn't imagine myself any other place.
Your team has been defeated.
Well, that's unfortunate. Good game. Boo. I'm sad. But at least you got to see the sweet skin. Actually, they didn't really get to see the sweet skin.
Why don't you go into a custom game?
I'm gonna go into a custom game real quick.
Give it a zoom in, give it a nice twirl.
Show you guys a custom game. Yay!
You guys want to see a dead alien?
Thanks, Brad.
But yeah, if you guys do want to play Dawngate, please do so. Register for an account at register for the beta at dawngate.com, and then use the beta code Twitch2DG for instant access.
I'm going to blame
Gasty.
Yes, I'm gonna blame Gasty. No, I'm gonna blame the fact that I did so well in my warm-up game.
You used all your skill.
I used all my good mojo in my warm-up game. Was the problem.
You took off your training weights too early.
I know. That's what it was.
Opens.
All right. So
man! But if you had gotten that early Vanquish steal, that Metal Gear Solid Vanquish
steal, that would have been really.
That would have set
good.
the tone for the game, and you would have dominated.
Unfortunately, I think he knew that I was there. Like normally, like if I thought that I was safe, I wouldn't do a Vanquish. So, anyways, there we go. There is that fancy Salous skin.
I love it.
I actually really like it. I like it quite a bit. The little ring around there is very nice, very, very nice. So
do his dance, do the meditation.
There's There we go.
Perfect.
Got the
His head totally looks like Wargreymon from Digimon. I'm just throwing it.
It does actually, just a little bit.
Hashtag Digimon.
Just a little bit. Hold on, let me see here. Let's see if I can bring that in. We'll do a little side by side real quick here.
Side by side of Wargreymon.
Yeah, Wargreymon. Let me see if I can find it. Was it Wargreymon?
I think so.
There it is.
It's one of them.
All right.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
He like kind of has that helmet at like all stages. Yeah, that one's probably good.
This is a good one right here. Here we go.
Oh yeah, it's good.
All right, here we go. Of course, it's DeviantArt.
Yeah, some guy's DeviantArt. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to Santiator.
Shout out to this dude.
Santiator? Something like that. Yeah, like turn it to the side. Give a nice profile of Salous.
Shadows.
There we go.
Yeah. It's pretty
close. It's close.
It's pretty Wargreymon-y.
I would say it's close. I wouldn't say it's like exact.
Do you think
there's some inspiration there?
Yeah, I could see that.
It's inspiration maybe, but but then again, he's like it's not the first skull helmet in the world.
Oh no.
I mean, I've seen a lot of what was it? Oh god, what was that old movie? Was it Beastmaster where the bad guy had like that really badass skull? No, it was Willow.
Oh,
that dude had that really just like
so long.
Badass skull helmet. I remember that. That was awesome. So I actually watched Willow a couple months ago with my kids for the first time.
I just remember the one of the only things I know about Willow is Warwick Davis, especially from the show Life's Too Short. Have you ever seen that show? You should watch that show.
Life's Too Short.
Yeah, it's like a mini like satirical documentary about Warwick Davis's life and his friendship with like Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant and stuff. It's hilarious.
Really? So it's like a Christopher Guest like mockumentary type thing?
Yeah. It's great.
Wow.
It's really funny. Liam Neeson has one of the best cameos ever in it. Liam Neeson has a great cameo. Johnny Depp has a great cameo.
What?
Johnny Depp is researching. Wow, what is he?
What is this called? Life's Too Short.
Life's Too Short. Yeah, I don't think it's on Netflix. But what is it?
Right.
Johnny Depp is doing a role where he has to play like a dwarf, so he hires Warwick Davis for the day to just observe him, so he can like method act into the role of a dwarf, and it's amazing. And Liam Neeson wants to try improvisational comedy.
What?
It's so good. I'll have to
This
link you.
this sounds pretty amazing. This sounds pretty amazing.
I will
so.
100% give you the link after this. It's so good. But someone asked a question about karma boosting everyone. Do you think karma boosting everyone is okay? So Lovey Nader, if you would like to make it rain karma on friends and foes alike, you may do so. We will say that your karma bonus that you give people is going to be slightly reduced. There is kind of a diminishing.
Well, it's not. I think it's more than slightly. Like you basically
significantly
the more that you use it, I wouldn't put a qualifier to it. We can right now, like, because Gasty hasn't said, it makes it terrible, like it makes it really baddies. But I would say it reduces definitely. So that is why if you watch me, like I will give out karma to maybe like one or two
very
people
selectively.
in a game. I'm very selective.
But from your perspective, you're giving out karma to one or two people per game who deserve it. They're going to get. So you're giving them more karma than if you had just like. Just like made it rain karma on everyone.
Make it rain.
Exactly.
That's right. And look at your chat. That is true. Andy, what is your age? I'm old. I'm over 30. I'm 36 years old. So.
Damn.
Yes, I know. It's so old. So old.
12 years older than me.
I know, right? Yeah, my goodness. Muzzy giving the streaming tips in chat right now. Giving the streaming tips in chat. So, all right. Well, that was a really terrible game for me. So, sorry that I had a really bad game, guys. Didn't mean to give y'all a bad.
That's okay. You showed off the skin, and that's the important thing. Skin greater than gameplay.
Alrighty, guys. So that is true. We did show off the skin. I guess I need to practice playing my Salous a little bit more,
Just a bit.
or maybe not use up my good Salous plays on my warm-up match next time. So, anyways, guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. We really appreciate it. We'll be back again tomorrow at 11 a.m. For a community catch-up. Probably just going to be myself or Brad and another developer just hanging out and chatting about what's been happening in Domagate for the last couple of weeks. No big announcements this week, but feel free to join in. Always a great chance to get some questions answered and things like that. So we'll go ahead and we'll play you out with the sizzle reel, but we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.